What up, world? It's Rico the GOAT right here. Again, coming at you live on Takeover Tuesday. It's time for episode 3, baby. No more maybes is the theme, and we're coming in hot, hot, hot. Let's get it.
And we are live. A big hello to my favorite audience in this made-up world where compliance doesn't exist. I'm T. Ellie, and this is Takeover TV, Episode 3. We're calling this episode No More Maybes because that's the theme for the rest of the year. No more maybes. We'll accept a yes or a no, but no more maybes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm quite certain you guys didn't come here to see me talk to myself, so let's dive right into this week's action. Our favorite recruiter, Agent Zero, headed to Charm City this week, and Baltimore was running up the recruiting numbers. Let's take a look.
First off, the boils look fantastic. Look at this, man. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Ready? So, we got 30 minutes. Recruiting spree, okay? Talk to anybody you want, as many as you want. There's only one winner, okay? You've got to get at least 3 phone numbers, all right? Now, when you text them, when they give you their number, here's the deal. You have got to text them from your phone number, safehavenishiring.com. safehavenishiring.com, all right? Just text it to them. The way I approach it is I tell them who I am, I state the offer, I tell them I think they'd be good at it, and I say, hey, would you be open to it if I sent you some information and check it out, see if you want to apply. That's all you're really doing is sending the application, setting the idea of the interview, okay? It's a quick process. You got to get at least 3. For this to count as a win, I can't have somebody just show up with 1 and everybody else show up with 0, all right? So you got to get at least 3 phone numbers that you text Safe Haven is hiring to, okay? They don't got to respond, I don't care. All right, bring it back. The person with the most, it's got to be at least 3, but the person with the most, I'll buy you any pair of shoes you want or 150 cash. It's your call. All right, I'll let you do that. All right. If you get at least 5, I'll up it to 250 on the shoes or the cash. All right, y'all got 30 minutes. I'll pay the bill. Y'all get out of here. Go. All right, 30 minutes later, here we are. So, here's the update. Myself and the 2 branch managers, we didn't even leave the restaurant. The reason we set up the incentive is we happened to notice the bartender was also the head waitress, and in the middle of one of her tables, she actually sells fans on the side, pocket fans, and we watched her go out to her car, grab a fan out of a box, come back, and sell the fan to the customer at the table where she was waiting the table. So they sent her a tip and bought something from her. Do you not think I was going to approach her and talk to her about the job? She also has management experience. So we happened to find the perfect MIT for one of my markets just by getting out and spending 30 minutes committing to this process to growing the business. And if that's not proof enough, none of these people have recruited yet today, but I want to show you something. My man's applying right now because we got a manager teaching a rep how to recruit. That recruit just went under that rep's pipeline, so they're making money. They're learning the skill. How many did you get on the spree, big dog? How many did you get?
1 and still pushing.
1 and still pushing, baby. Miss Claire, how'd we do?
We got 5.
Woo! Gosh, you got 5. She went and got 5 in 30 minutes. She's never even recruited before. This is crazy. All right, here we come. The Golden Hawk.
What's up, baby?
Don,
How you feeling?
how many recruits you get for
Man,
me?
I 8. Let's try 8 of them.
Woo!
Let's go.
30-minute recruiting blitz in Baltimore. We got 1 MIT. We got 15 new applicants, phone numbers, people coming to the jobs. We spent 30 minutes and everybody got to eat good. Guys, we're in a people business. learn this skill. So here we go. I'm with my man Don,
Let's go.
the winner of the recruiting challenge.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Hal.
8 recruits, 30 minutes, up to $5,000 per recruit. Now I know it's not likely, but if all 8 stuck that way, that would have been $40,000 in 30 minutes.
Come on.
All right, let's cut that down. Let's say he gets 10% of that bread. That's $4,000 in 30 minutes. But I'm a man of my word. Don also just won $250. He's decided to take the cash because Don has too many shoes. I didn't know you could do that. Don said he has too many shoes. He did work up a sweat. All right, but if you're gonna make $4,000 in 30 minutes, that's gonna get sweaty. So, all right, let me go pay Don. We'll see y'all on the next episode.
Run it up, Charm City. I absolutely love seeing those numbers grow. And a big congrats to you, Don Hawkins, on the recruiting win and the 250, man. Love seeing it. Wouldn't it be absolutely crazy if all you had to do to generate the biggest sales force of all time was just go out and talk to people about the opportunity and have them come in for an interview? That would be absolute madness. Anyways, next up for the weekly recap for the top producers on the Takeover, it's everybody's favorite stat turtle. You're up, Frankie, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, world? It's me, Franklin, everybody's favorite stat turtle, back again with the weekly recap for the Takeover. Now, DJ, hit me with those numbers once again so I can get funky like a men's room on the interstate travel rest stop. You dig? Let's get to it. With 24 homes protected, we got the Virginia Beach Bullies taking down our top spot. Next up in second place, we had the Columbia Conquerors with 21 homes protected, followed by the Charleston Fire Breathers with a 20-piece, the Charm City Cartel of Baltimore with 18 families protected, and last but certainly not least, Arlington's Southside Slayers with 14 families secured. Keep up the great job, and we'll see you guys next week. Next up, let's take a look at the top performers from last week. First, we want an honorable mention and a big shout out to Ricky Evans, our corporate trainer, who's representing us out in Kansas City in the top 15 incentive. First up, we got Shamari Harrington out of Charm City with a 6th spot, making a reappearance, followed by Tiffany Davis with also a 6th spot, Jeff Maxim putting down a 6-piece, Merle the Pearl Peden also a 6, and our man out of Virginia Beach, Michael Paler, also with a 6-piece. Congrats to everybody and all the leaders this week. Let's see who makes it next week. Back to you, boss.
Frank, I gotta be honest, you're way funnier in cartoon world than you'll ever think about being in the actual real world. So let's keep those jokes coming. And to you top performers and top teams, y'all keep rocking. I love to see it. Next up's everyone's favorite segment, New Hire Fires, where we take a look at the up-and-coming rising talent of the Takeover. Take it away, T.
Fire.
All right, Takeover TV, here we come at you with another segment from my favorite, New Hire Fire. What I got for you guys today is a special one out of Arlington South. He's a correctional officer formerly. We're not going to hold that against him, but my man's already dropping 6 a week within his first 4 weeks, doing amazing things. Without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to my man, Paul Bolden. Paul, what's up, everybody?
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right, so what I wanted to ask you first, Paul, I want to ask you not only about correctional officer, but all the jobs you've kind of had in the past. Can you take us through a brief history?
Oh yeah, when I graduated, I worked at a sawmill for about a year and a half.
Okay.
And I became a correctional officer because I knew I was going to join the military.
Okay.
So I was a correctional officer for like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Then I joined, signed the dotted line, signed my life away for the next
What
6
branch
years.
did you sign for?
I was in the Army for about 6 years.
Oh, hooah, man. Appreciate your service. I'm a former retired Army brat, so I did all the tours like Fort Knox, Fort Hood, Schweitfurt, and all that stuff. Okay. But I love working with veterans when they get out, showing them how to make a lot more money for a lot less time.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason I chose you for this segment, man, you just kind of encapsulate that. You took this opportunity, maybe not knowing exactly what to expect, absolutely no experience in the past, coming from correctional officer, military, and somehow you, from the state of West Virginia too, which I'm also from West Virginia, shout out Mountaineers, and you landed in this sales role with us, took a little bit to get going, got some training, got your feet wet, learned the pitch. How did you already get to a place where you're selling 6 a week?
I think it's my comfortability to be able to hold a conversation with just about anybody who's standing in front of me. Mm-hmm. And that's what helps me when I'm at the door pitching them.
Okay.
Then I can actually like heart to heart with them and like hold that conversation with them and transition into the house. And then once I'm in the house, it's not game over at that point.
Nah.
But I'm gonna shoot for it to be game over.
Right. Now, do you find that when you're actually in the home talking to these homeowners, there's a pretty good chance that they're doing business.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And
Yeah.
that okay. So you're saying that you found a system here with us that maybe works, definitely profitable, and that it doesn't matter if you're from West Virginia, California, North Carolina. I haven't tried North Dakota, so anybody from North Dakota that wants to apply, I don't know if it works for you, but everybody else, it doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, you can probably come here, and as long as you're hardworking and you can hold a conversation,
Yeah.
you probably find success.
Yeah, 100%.
Fair enough to say. All right, you're already participating in the game weeks. You're already winning incentives. Man, you're already on track for your bonus, your first full month. So I look forward to seeing that. What's one goal you have in August?
In August, I would obviously get my first bonus,
There you go.
but I'm gonna shoot for 20 in August.
Mhm.
That's the main.
And now I heard that you had a pretty large check.
That
Here,
is-
I'm not going to ask you to spare details, all right? I just wanted the camera to see your reaction when I asked about it. So, guys, I don't care what walk of life you're from, where you're from. I don't care what job you're working currently. I don't like recruiting on websites. I like recruiting myself. So you hit me up, and if it's a fit for us and I can do something for you guys, we're going to get you paid like Paul here. And if you're from West Virginia, you damn sure better hit me up, Mountaineers, because we're riding to the top. That's all I got for y'all this week. Peace.
You know what's better than one new hire that's on fire? Two new hires that's on fire. Tielli, hit him again.
All right, Takeover TV, we're coming at you with part 2 of New Hire Fire out here in Arlington South. They've been on fire training all their new folks. We got another one that's already up rolling at 6 deals a week, and it's Miss Tiffany here. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you guys to Miss Tiffany. Say hello, world! All right, so without further ado, we're going to jump right in. If I remember correctly, you just finished up your 7th week, so you're starting your 8th week with us, right?
Yes.
All right, so you're in 2 months now. What all have you done in the past?
I was a high school professor, and then my most recent before this, I was working in credit card processing.
Okay, you did the merchant processing. Man, no wonder you came to us so tough. And you said you taught at high school?
Yes.
Okay, what subject?
Biology, anatomy, and physiology.
No, you strike me as a nerd, so that's good. Okay, fantastic.
It was college level biology.
Did you just flex on camera? Okay, fair enough. I respect your mind. So you do take a bit of a studious approach here. I notice you're a little bit analytical, right? So when we teach you things, I notice you take like mental notes, stuff like that. Do you find that the coaching videos, the training videos that we put in, has that helped you ramp up a little bit?
Yes.
Fair enough. Okay, and what has been the most challenging part of the job so far?
The most challenging has been keeping a positive mental attitude, like having the mental toughness, even, you know, that part, like that's the most important part. And I feel like once I changed my mindset, that's when everything started to click for me. Like last 2 weeks ago, I drove 4 hours total to Petersburg and didn't sign anything. And I was mad, but on my drive home, I realized at the end of the day, I still didn't sell nothing, so it doesn't make sense to be mad. And that's when I decided you're either going to do this job or you're not. And I chose to do this job. And that's when things got better for me.
Things started cracking, huh? You had your light bulb moment.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing here is that everybody has it if you stick it out. And it's what you just highlighted is mental toughness. Okay, the last gentleman that I interviewed was a correctional officer. You're a biology teacher, and you're both already selling 6 a week, and you haven't even been here for 3 months yet. Okay, you guys are out there protecting families. You're making thousands of dollars now. We're eyeballing bonuses because all you did was believe in yourself and figure it out. And so part of what this is about for everybody out there watching that takes a chance on this, there's gonna come a moment when you doubt yourself. You can't really doubt the product that we sell because it's in every neighborhood in America. What people have to figure out is, can I do it? And that's what you figured out. I think that's what Paul figured out. You can sell 2, you can sell 200. I actually worked at a state park setting up meetings for other people that were successful in their business. And so when I came in here, I was analytical and very studious too, and I had a little bit of a slow start as well. But the mental toughness to not give up and figure out that you can do it is the most rewarding part here for me, is watching everybody's light bulb come on at different times. And it comes on, it's caused by different things, but everybody has that aha and you take it and make it your own. So I love seeing that. I do have one last question. What's your goal for August? What one goal you have with this job for August?
20, to sign 20 deals.
Woo! She's coming for you, Will King out in Allentown. She's dropping a 20 spot too. Guys, summer's heating up. I don't know who I'm featuring next, but I'm coming for you. We'll see you.
That's such a fun segment. I always love learning about all the new talent that's joined the Takeover over the last couple of weeks. Now on to our next segment that we're calling the Sales Tip of the Day with everybody's favorite insect, Coach Roach. Take it away, Coach.
It's go time. We going up like Coach Prime. Like Coach Prime.
Hey sports fans, it's your favorite insect, Coach Roach, coming at you with the sales tip of the day. So the tip today, what we want to focus on is do not collect billing until you've gone through the credit approval process with your homeowner. If they're manual billing approved, collecting billing may not be needed. So don't create a problem unless there's a problem that needs to be created. That's your tip of the day, and this is your favorite insect, Coach Roach. Back to you, TLE.
Thanks for the pro tip, Coach Roach. We'll all make sure to qualify before we ask for billing moving forward. And now, but for the all reason we all came to be here today, learning to earn more. Take it away, Agent Zero. No more maybes.
Hop up on the track like the rabbits in the hat. Said man got me going crazy, sanity is back.
Alright guys, so what we're going to go into today is a little bit of a Spanish lesson. No más tal veces. I know I murdered that. They're going to come for me in the comments, but that's no more maybes. Alright, I think a lot of times we get it twisted. I hear a lot of times about people wanting to set appointments and things like that, okay, which means you've accepted a maybe, okay? Not every time is it a maybe, but 9 times out of 10, you have a chance to push people, you have the decision maker, and you set an appointment. Well, we might do it later, we're busy, can you come back on the weekend, right? And you accept a maybe because you're afraid of a no. And it's the exact opposite. If you're gonna be good at this job, what I found is that you have to get numb to a no. Okay, you gotta go seek out no's because they're part of it. You can't avoid no's. Some people don't believe in protecting the home and family other than with a gun in their fists, right? Because they think they'll always be there. You don't want to challenge those people and make them wrong and go at their belief systems and say your belief system is inaccurate. Here's why. You're never gonna win that way, okay? But if you have somebody that's qualified, never accept a maybe. If they're qualified to get this and purchase this service at some point, that's who you've been looking for all day. You need to squeeze, you need to push, and you need to force the maybe out of the equation because usually what it turns into is a yes, not a no. The people you're squeezing from a maybe, those are qualified people that plan on doing this. So when you push, they don't convert into, you know what, no, I'm never gonna do this, I don't believe in this. What they convert into is a, you know what, I was gonna do this at some point anyways. Does that make sense? But that's that awkward thing and that skill, thank you for this, that you guys gotta learn is, hey man, all I'm doing is telling somebody, go ahead and get this done because you said you were gonna do it anyways. We are talking about protecting the home, protecting the family, their largest investment, their most prized possession is their family, it's not the TV, okay? If you ever actually had to use the service, the monitoring, if you actually had to rely on us, that means something not so savory's happened, okay? We've had a family emergency, we've had a medical emergency, our pets could be trapped in a house during a horrific house fire, okay? If you actually had to put this service to the test, something rough's going on. It's no different than like car insurance. You hope you never have to use it, but you need it, right? I tell people inside these homes, guys, when I put this in your house, I pray that you never have to use our service. I hope you turn it on and off and that's all you ever do with it. But I do hope you use it, right? For that peace of mind. I hope it's never put to the test. I hope it's simply being put in here for peace of mind, okay? But the way we do this, the way we teach the system, that's what makes what I'm about to teach you powerful, okay? Accepting a maybe will have you stacked up like this. You'll have 5 appointments on Saturday. One will answer the door, cut you off abruptly and say, we had time to talk about it, we thought about it, we're not gonna do it. And then they're gonna close the door. The other 4 are gonna look at you through the blinds and you know that they're in there and they're not even gonna come to the door. Okay, that's why we call appointments disappointments. Your element of surprise is gone. They've had time to talk about it and form a plan. You can't knock them off auto response because they saw you coming from 4 days away. You no longer have a system. You're just praying that you get to turn into an order taker and that there's no resistance. If you continue to sell through maybes and appointments, you're at the mercy of that. Okay, so what I'm about to teach you is how to kind of take a little bit of control back, because all I want you doing is dealing with people that answered yes or maybe to the qualifier, and then you just don't accept the maybe. That's how this equation works, okay? So, shout out to
Charleston
for this boss little pointer I got here to see if you're going to use it or not. That's my job. When I show up to explain the program, the new homeowners program, my job is to see if you're going to use it or not to lower the risk on the home of theft, vandalism, and fire. Mr. Homeowner, my job is pretty simple. It's to see if you're going to use it or not. If you remember nothing else, you can remember that line, yeah? Hey guys, my job is just to explain it and see if you want to use it or not. What you are lightly, very softly, very aloofly saying is, I'm here to get a decision. And that's said in the first 15 seconds. It's said 3 minutes inside the house during the walkthrough. So again, guys, that's why they'll send me out here, just to explain it and see if you want to use it. To see if you want to use it. Those are little body blows, okay? Little breadcrumbs. I'm going to teach you guys a little method here. There's a famous sales trainer out there. Have anybody ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street? His name's Jordan Belfort, right? He got famous teaching a method called straight line persuasion. To be honest, I think that's just a fun name that he gave it, but it's not a new concept. What straight line persuasion means is you keep this simple and people understand it. That's how you sell it. Okay? We throw a lot at you guys in training, and then you can't wait to go out there and use it to show that you've mastered it and practice it, get the marbles out of your mouth. But truthfully, when we teach you guys this system, what we want you to do is go out there and forget it. It'll be there when you need it. Okay, it's framework. The only thing that really has to be truly word for word is that door approach, because that's the only thing that can be the same every time, if you think about it. The second the homeowner opens their mouth, it'll be different than every other interaction you've ever had. So the only thing you guys can control every time is before their mouth opens. And it's how you deliver your door approach. So control what you can. And that's step one. Qualify. Word for word. Okay, word for word. It's a 3-point system. We're going QTC. Qualify. If you only deal with people that already wanted home security and believed in it before you got there, and they're going to get it done in the next couple weeks, next month or two, this job's going to be a lot easier because you're only trying to give it to people that already wanted it before you got there. Please understand that, okay? Yeses and maybes, that's it. If it's a no, ask them why. Is it no, you haven't thought about it, or no, you don't believe in what we do? If they don't believe in what we do, you're out of there in 30 seconds. Cool? You're not there to change somebody's beliefs that they've had their whole life. But if they say, no, I just haven't thought about it. I've been so frazzled during the move. How can I help you? That's just somebody that's busy. Calm them down a little bit with some empathy and move forward and requalify. Okay? So after you've got your maybe or your yes, they're going to stall, right? Like they always do. Insert excuse here. Too busy, too broke, too whatever. Okay? Too frazzled. Just got the keys yesterday. Don't know what my bills are yet. I can go on and on, but you guys know what they are. All right? We've got to use our ERT, and we insert it right here. Okay? Everybody's going to have different lines you use. Some of you guys like to talk about the school you went to, the sports you played, the cars in their driveway, the stickers, whatever you see. Gravitate toward it. That's great. But all you're doing is calming them down so that you can circle back and say, hey, when you answered this qualifier question, why did you answer it that way? Why did you not say no? Why did you say yes? Why did you say probably? Well, because I have kids and I work nights. Or, well, because I'm a single guy and I travel for work. Or, well, because I just got divorced and he's crazy and I don't know when he's going to pop up and I want cameras everywhere. I don't care what their reason is. Everybody's reason is going to be different. But if you could get good at figuring out, are you a buyer at some point with your qualifier? And then you circle back after your ERT and just nonchalantly, in a very loose, aloof way, guys, very non-threatening. I noticed you said that this is something getting done at some point. Any particular reason? Anything that stuck out at the house to you? Anything, any areas of concern? Or, you know, you guys just know it's a good idea to do for the family. What you're asking for here is, can you give me your emotional reason for wanting this in the first place so I can speed this up? I am not going to talk about energy management and all the cool technology features if you've been the victim of a break-in and you just never want that to happen again. We're going to talk about doors and motions because that's what was on your mind before I got there, so that's what's important to you. If you talk about the same things in every house, you're a canned presentation, and your canned presentation is only going to work for a certain number of people. And that's why we see folks sell maybe one a day, one every other day. But when you can understand our system, when you understand this guy's body language is trying to stall out on me so that he can use the wife who's in the kitchen, who I haven't brought into the conversation yet, he's going to try to use her to get out of this. But I know that, and I know our system well enough to go grab her and get her emotional reason so I can squeeze before he stalls out. You're going to learn our system good enough if you study right, okay? And that's why I tell you, as long as you're only dealing with qualified people and you know how to tie down those people that were already qualified, then your job is just to see if they want to use it or not. Guys, you can't lose like that, okay? The only reason you're losing right now is you're afraid to lose the deal. That's why you're losing. It's because you're afraid to, because you've lost it before. Guys, I'm going to lose deals this week. Not as many as I'm going to get because I'm going to make people make a decision, okay? No is part of the equation here. What should never be part of the equation is maybe. Because if you let it be a maybe, 4 out of 5 of those turn into no's. Only 1 out of 5 may turn into a sale if you're lucky to get back in front of them and they honor the appointment. But they don't value your time. They only value theirs. That's why even though you drove out there, they're like, I don't have 2 minutes for you. Come back next Saturday when I don't value your Saturday time. Then I can no-show you some more. Take your control back here. Guys, my job's simple. It's 2 minutes to explain it, to see if you want to use it. I'm sure it was already on your to-do list. No, actually it wasn't. We're not going to do it. God bless you. That's a belief system. Yeah, but like I said, right now we're super busy, blah, blah, blah. That's a financial objection that's all you have to overcome, and you have a buyer. You got to start hearing those things. And we'll work with that as you guys go through this content, as you go through these trainings. All right, but at the very, very basic level, find somebody that already thought about it, cool them off with some empathy, rapport, and some jokes, and then circle back in a non-threatening way. Any reason it was already on your to-do list, sir, or just overall? You're going to make them commit to, whether it's the kids, whether it's the pets, whether it's not knowing the area. Make them commit to something so that you can use that. And then, if you've done that with this line, I'm going to have you make a decision. If the decision's no, that's okay. You know why? Because now you don't have to waste 25 minutes next Saturday coming back over there to get demoralized when they say, they open the door, go, we had time to talk about it, gotta go, bye. Get your no now, today, and it's cheaper. But that will also turn you into somebody that writes 3 a day instead of maybe 1. I'm not telling you this because it doesn't work. I'm telling you this because I don't sell 11 that day if I accept all the maybes that got thrown in my face. Do you not think I heard not right now? We don't know what our bills are yet. We just got the keys yesterday. The house isn't ready yet. We're not moving in for a month. That was my favorite one, and that was the first one. The hardest one was the first one. He got me ready for the rest of the day. The wife wasn't there. His dad was helping him mow grass, and he had every reason. It's 800 degrees. We're trying to hurry up and get this done. We're not moving in yet. The missus isn't here. He had every reason. But because he told me eventually we're getting it done, well, why? Well, it's our first time at home and I work nights and she's uneasy already talking about how we don't have a backyard fence and I'm just stacking. Well, yeah, my job's pretty simple. It's just to explain the options to see if you want to use it. If not, you guys would figure out when you want the date of the work done, and that's when you do your paperwork. You can't get out of that unless you just abruptly tell me, you know what, we're not doing this. I don't plan on doing this. You need to go. The only way for them to beat me is to be honest and tell me no. Not to lie and tell me maybe when they want to tell me no. You guys are letting them lie to you with a maybe. Just get the no. Okay? Because some of those turn into yeses. And the first one you convert, the white doves are flying, the fireworks are going off, you're going back to the car like this, you're twisting the chain doing like splits and stuff, like you badass. And you'll never unlearn that skill. right? It took me a minute to get going. And when I figured out how to close instead of sell, I was really sick that day. I was like vomiting, I had the flu, whatever. But young man in his 20s, nobody's coming to pay my bills, so I'm going to work anyways, right? And you know how when you're sick, you don't have any energy or patience for anything? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's when I learned to close, okay? There was a young lady had the cable company come in to install her security the next day because Comcast was doing security at the time, okay? And she told me they were coming to install the next day. And do you know that this woman had the audacity 10 minutes later to ask me to come back next week? Why? To check the quality of their installation? And instead of, yeah, okay, I'd love to come back and accept a maybe, I made her give me a no. And that no turned into a yes because she was like, wait a minute, the cable company's gonna do my security. That's weird. And it's Comcast, and they have a terrible reputation, and that's bad. And the very next house was the exact same scenario. And I did it again. And I told him, no, I'm not coming back. My job is just to see if you want to use it or not, explain your options. But you already have something set up. You just got to figure out if this is a better option. And it closed. Then I went to the next one and it was a laydown, and that's how I sold my first hat trick, is I finally learned that it's okay to tell these people no, just like you want them to tell you no if that's what it really is. If it's a no and you don't believe in it, I can't take that personally. But you're gonna tell me now. I only take it personally if you're lying or wasting my time. So if you wanna be worth more per hour, treat your time as such. Cool? It's simple, guys. Qualify them, tie them down to why they said that to you. My job's pretty simple, guys. It's just to explain the options, just to see if you wanted to use it to lower the risk on the home of theft, vandalism, and fire. And to answer all your questions, because who doesn't want their questions answered, right? If you can do that, you have pinned them into where a decision's getting made today. Either you want to use it or you don't. My job's to see that. My job's not to say, okay, well they said maybe, and they want me to send an email and follow up, which none of that's gonna happen. And then somebody that's stronger, closer than me from a different company will come by and get the deal that I preheated for them. Because somebody else is probably gonna make it a yes or a no. And I took a maybe. We're in sales, guys. Do you maybe want to pay your bills? All right. Then stop letting the customer have control and maybe make them make some decisions. All right? God bless. Does that make sense? Yes. No más televeses. No more maybes. No más.
We wanted to interrupt this broadcast with a quick commercial break. If you guys are enjoying the material, click that like button, comment on the video, and smash that notification bell so that you're notified the next time a video drops. Now, back to the action.
I know what you guys were thinking. You were probably thinking that just because Discord went down and the poker server wasn't acting right, that we weren't going to give away some money on game night. But you were wrong, because we know how to download the spinning wheel thing. So let's give away this $100. DJ, hit me. And so, with the wheel spin thing of destiny off and running, who's it going to be? Who's it going to come down to? Who's the lucky one? And the winner is Merle the Pearl Peden. Congrats, Merle, and we'll see you guys next week.
And that's a wrap for this week's episode of Takeover TV, everybody. I hope you took something from it. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned something that you can use out there. I'll see you guys next week. Hey, Rico, take us out.
When we said it was turn up time, y'all thought we was playing? Come on, man.
Orbit Dynasty. Ready. Why you talking? The data been locked in. You ain't got an option. You trash the coffin. Starting broke if they water me often. It's not a hoax. I have been rocking. The shows I've been watching. I'm getting it popping. Taking the guap and you're spitting. I'm hocking. Too sick of seeing and believing the beast. All these lines are calling me cheap. You tryna lie in the roar of a queen? Wanna ignore the places I've been? When I unleash, I'ma teach you a team. Trey Magnifique, all the hell that you been. Beating you with the heating. This is my season. No referee, and I'm the goalie. Give me the shots. I'm coming back like I'm from Nazareth. Lane is getting paid. I'm be rich before my grave.